Welcome back. I am your host here, Destruction, or Navy Blue in this case. And today we are looking at another game of Subterfuge. Now, I made this game mode anonymous in order to spice things up a bit. And spice things up, it's did. Now, jumping right into this game, I made no alliances with my neighbors, and that was partially because I suspected almost everybody in the lobby to be multi-boxing, which doesn't necessarily have to be true, but it's one of the many perks that come with playing anonymous games. Now, I did have a non-aggression pact with beige, teal, and sky blue. I guess me, beige, and sky blue were individually exchanging information. As of teal, me and him had a sort of a cold war going on that you'll probably see later on in the game. I knew that I wanted to attack purple for whatever reason, I'm not sure, but I did it. And so, as you can see, purple was no dummy, and he responded to my 48. So, I devised a plan, and the plan worked a little bit too well, if you ask me. I asked Sky Blue to send the driller to Orange's Queen, and of course, he probably didn't know that that was Orange's Queen, in order to blow up Triton. Now, I had to time this perfectly. My timing was a little bit off, as you can see. But he was left with the option of attacking Kai Chan, and I'm sure it could have won by 2 or 3, looks like. Though he got online and realized it a little bit too late. And he wouldn't have tried to go for Lear because that's in the path of the Marty. And so he's left with the option of retreating. Now, instead of exploding a perfectly good factory, I said, hey, why not keep it? And so I gifted Sky Blue my pirate and Marty on the terms that he would gift them back immediately. Now, this is all happening while I'm still keeping a good report with Beige, as I would consider him to be the closest thing to an ally that I had this game, based on how frequently we exchanged information, I guess you can say. Now, Sky Blue weirdly reached out to me and asked me, hey, are you Destruction? And mind you, this is an anonymous game. And so I was pretty freaked out, I'm not gonna lie. Though I never gave him an upfront answer on that. There's no telling what type of grudge he could have been holding. So as you can see, Purple, it's just too much for him. He resigns. And now comes the part in the game where where me and Sky Blue fight over Kessling. And as you can see, I do launch first, but Sky Blue wants the specialist just as I do. And in all fairness, I didn't really want the specialist, but I wanted to end the specialist just so no one else, just so no one else got them. Now I gifted 89 to Orange because he was fighting Brown. And it seemed to me as if Teal, Beige, and Orange had some type of alliance, some type of it could have been a very strong alliance, and so I didn't want to rub them the wrong way uh, just yet. And so I gifted their ally in front of, well, I gifted Orange in front of Beige just to seem like I was on their side, I guess. So Sky Blue messages me and tells me that he's taking Kessling, and he gives me back my pirate and Marty as compensation. Though things just don't sit right with me, as you can see, Teal and I having a Cold War. Though things just don't sit right with me, and I gift the 89, but I leave the sub with the two thieves as an attack. And that was mainly because I didn't want Sky Blue to have my specialist in the events that he captured Kessler. Though, as you can see, it doesn't come around to that. So I send my assassin to Kessling as I originally planned. And me and Sky Blue decided that we had better things to focus on this game. So I take out purples. So I take out purple specialist and I start to pile drillers at Gandhi. Now, Beige at this point is asking me for help uh, with Teal. And I'm not too keen about that, as Teal is in first place at this moment with a lot of drillers to spare. So I go for the weaker target. Now, at this point, Beige and I did get into some arguments prior to him asking me for help. I forgot what that was about, but it definitely happened. So as you can see, Teal here auto resigns. I don't think he would have resigned. It definitely looks like he auto resigned. And so that leaves Beige, Orange, well, not for long. Beige, Sky Blue, Pink, Red, Olive, and me. And so there was an obvious divide between me and Beige, as he didn't, I guess, respect my choices, though I didn't really care. So as you can see, I hunt down Orange to the bone, and the real war commences. So Sky Blue pulls me to the side, and he basically tells me that everyone is against me. Now, for what reason, he doesn't know. I still don't know. So I'm just preparing to attack. Now, it would have been very beneficial at this point to have had a hypnosis. But as you can see, I do not get that lucky. So I start collecting Teal's outposts. And I also launch an offensive against Olive. Now, this offensive doesn't last too long, as he does come up with a counterattack. So I try to fend off his counterattack, but as you can see here, he just keeps coming. So Sky Blue, as you can see, is fighting Red. Olive is trying to stall for Red. And I'm trying to not get defeated in this battle. So as you can probably notice, I'm logging on in periods and not as frequently as before. Olive definitely uses that to his advantage. He kidnaps my smuggler here. He also opens a new front here at Garfield, which worries me a little bit because Beige is acting a little funny. Olive is gifting to Beige, and Beige doesn't seem to want to move his specialists. Now, I knew that I didn't have the appropriate setup here to be able to successfully engage Olive and defend against Beige. So that was the problem for another day. Now, come this other day, Beige decides that it's my turn. And so now I'm at this point trying to hold on to the outposts with the captured specialists because I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands. Beige doesn't hold back and starts taking multiple outposts, but Sky Blue here, and he is very smart about this. He gifts me in abundance in order to keep me in the game. In hindsight, everybody might have been against Sky Blue, and Sky Blue told me in order to get me on his side. Now, looking more closely into these battles, as you can see, Beige captures many specialists, including my own, my engineer up there. Olive makes a move on Oaktown, and he makes the mistake of leaving his Admiral and Hypnosis unguarded. He also tries relentlessly to take out Adria, which I can't exactly blame him for. Now I take out his Hypnosis and Admiral, so that slows him down significantly. Beige launches here at my engineer, and I cross him over in order to prevent him taking it. Now, again, I definitely wanted these specialists, so I send a Hypnosis and an Admiral to collect them. Olive doesn't like that, of course. And I also send a Tycoon to take the captured specialist that Beige had captured or recaptured. Now down here, I tried to explode Helman with a lot of important specialists, I guess you can probably say. But Olive doesn't allow that to happen. As you can see, Sky Blue here is gifting in abundance in order to keep me in the game. I believe his production is about 400 at this point. Could be wrong. So I go king in order to surprise Beige here at Sedna. Now he sends his smuggler in order to reinforce it, but he never exactly does that. So he sends his lieutenant and thief in order to reinforce it again. But I send my smuggler and assassin to take out his specialists. Now Olive is trying to, well, win of course, but he's trying to take out Kai-chan in order to avoid the problem of my pirate Marty later down the road. He also sacrifices his pirate. I don't know why. He sacrifices his pirate, but my specialist return. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me, I don't know. So Olive here finally gets Kai-chan, and Beige decides to ×2 this. Sky Blue, of course, does not let much happen to me, as he continuously provides me with support. Now, Beige here, I guess, has had enough of me in my stalling, and so he brings down a few specialists that would have proved to be difficult overcoming. Although he doesn't get online for a few hours to avoid my drillers from Proteca. And so his specialists have been captured. Now, Olive here is trying to capture outposts with no drillers at them, which could have proved to been trouble, I guess. As you can see here at Salt Mine, all of Beige's specialists that he brought down are now gone. Now I made a quick beeline for Beige's Queen at Isaac, and I would have thought he would have used the Saboteur to prevent one or anything at all. But he wasn't he now was offline in periods. So as you can see, I end up stalling for Sky Blue as he comes from behind and takes Olive out, who was the main factor in this. So I go in for a few finishing moves. I gather a specialist here at Isaac, and I retake a few outposts. Now, had the game continued, I'm pretty positive that Beige would have been eliminated. But it stops right about here. Now, as you can probably tell, Sky Blue did come in first place, followed by me, and then I believe it's Olive then Beige. Probably Beige then Olive. Either way, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the page, and until next time.